So I'm Dr. Tim Bain. We're here today with Annie Schleper of the U.S. Olympic team, and we're going to talk about sports performance. So thanks, Annie, for sitting with me.
Yeah, thank you.
One of the things that I think is really amazing about how we first met was you were kind of just really struggling when we met you, and it was, I believe it was a week out from the Olympics, and your hamstring was not good.
Yeah, so I started with my hamstring injury early on in our residency. Before the Olympics, we get together 6 months before the Olympics, and just the amount of training and the intensity that we go through during those 6 months as a team is crazy. And just kind of whether it was an overuse thing or just kind of a nagging thing that kept going, and I just kept trying to fight through it, and I kept trying to get treatment up north where we were in Boston, and just really exhausted my resources, what I thought I did. And yeah, and then it just came a little bit before the Olympics, and I was like, man, I really have to find someone to fix this. And so, yeah, so Justin thankfully introduced me to you, and I think right off the bat, I think I was feeling better actually the first day, where I think everyone else, I was just like, it's okay, I guess. But, you know, after I saw you that first time, I remember I was just like, okay, this is going to work. A couple of treatments maybe, but like there's something to this. And so that was really encouraging for me. And I think, you know, as you know too, just with, I think mentally it was just, it helps kind of heal yourself as well. And so, so that was awesome. And, you know, obviously prepared me well for going into 2014 Olympics, and just really was able to perform at my best and feel great after that. So, and I think too, the greatest thing is like you kept up with me, you know, it wasn't like, you know, oh, there you go, fixed you, you're done, you know, kind of thing. Like you constantly checked up with me and made sure that, you know, if I needed to come down again, you know, you were available, or if you need to come up, whatever it was, like you were just always available and making sure that I was taken care of, which was, I think, the biggest part, you know, with anything. I mean, doctors sometimes just bring you in and shoo you out. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, well, because I think one of the things that we try to tend to do differently is we look at as performance as not just correcting things that are causing injury or injuries that are there, but also looking at how do we maintain after that. And you do a good job of that. Like it's a lot of work. Being an Olympic athlete, I mean, I see your training schedule and it's a little crazy, and you know, I joke with you a lot about it, but it's amazing, like the amount of effort and energy that it goes into being an Olympian, and even in the off season. So, and you know, we approach things a lot different in the off season than the regular season, but the things that you're doing outside of hockey, the things that you're doing outside of the gym, I think are an important part now of the process. And so you're looking at it mentally, you're looking at it physically. I think we do a lot of stuff with repatterning you and putting you into different positions so that you don't end up in that anterior dominant position that we talk about so often, that is truthfully hockey. And it's and this allows you to increase your performance and your ability to perform. So
yeah, I think the greatest thing too is like when you're treating me and you're going through, whether it is my hamstring or something else that kind of flares up or is bothering me, like you walk me through it and you're like, this is what's going on, this is what I think, you know, because you're firing different, or because, you know, you're constantly like this, you know, playing or whatever. Like you walk me through that, and then I, as an athlete, am more aware, you know, when I'm doing something in the gym and you're not around or whatever. And so I think that also kind of speeds things up, and also I'm allowed to make those adjustments as well. And so that's one thing that I think is really good too about the treatments.
Yeah.